All right. Good morning, everyone. And I want to welcome you to this United Cloud webinar. I am Alan Marston. I am the Director of Business Development, and I'm here with my boss and one of the owners of United Cloud, Rio Harb, who will be doing the presentation. You will notice a chat window to your right. Please post your questions there as you remember them, and we will answer those at the end. Okay? Rio will also be talking about some big news that we just announced, so that'll come up in the webinar. Look out for that. And with that, I will turn it over to Rio to get started. Rio?
Thanks, Alan. Hi, everyone. We're gonna try our best to finish on time. We're gonna leave you with 5 to 10 minutes towards Q&A. And as Alan mentioned, if you would like to know more about Microsoft Teams, we're gonna do another quick 10-minute session after the Q&A. Otherwise, if you run out of time, you always can reach out to Alan, and we can schedule something with one-on-one. With that, we're gonna start our webinar today. So basically, we will talk about the agenda today. We're gonna be talking about the company overview, talk about the partner portal, and shows how it simplifies your experience as a partner, expose you to the back end voice portal. Also, we'll be talking. I don't know why it's doing this, but give me a second here. Okay, and also talk about the pricing plans. Then partner programs, talk about the two programs, major programs that we have, and then we're gonna leave Q&A towards the end of the session. So with that, we'll start now. United Cloud is a leading provider of unified communications and collaboration solutions to Canadian businesses through an exceptional 100% focused partner network. So basically, you get all the tools that we have and delivered to your client through the channel, and the client will, or the end user will, get our products and solution through our partners. So we're 100% channel. We don't do any direct sales. So we'll make sure everybody's clear on that. So now we'll talk about who's United Cloud. We are a 6-year-old company. We're 100% Canadian. Our head office is here in Calgary. We have partners across the country from East Coast to West Coast. They range between ISPs, MSPs, ITs, and telephone integrators as well too. We have a zero direct sales people in the company here because we are 100% channel focused. We're also real Canadian data sovereignty, which is we're compliant, which is important for some vertical markets. We're geo-redundant in Vancouver, Calgary, Ottawa, and Montreal. We provide two high-margin white label programs. One is a white label and Asian program. We'll provide you with the partner portal to show you how it simplifies the experience. We also provide you with the fully branded marketing engine, which includes the printable assets with your logo and your contact information into the brochures, and email platform, email campaigning platform as well too, and quoting tools. We also launched the Microsoft Teams Enablement Connector. We're going to show you about that, and also talk about the video surveillance as a service. So with that, we'll start with the why VoIP matters to the MSPs. It's obvious that it's a new recurring revenue stream for the MSPs, simply because VoIP is a part of the data network that the MSPs are already managing. So they can easily include that in their stack of services. We do provide the complete knowledge, training, and support to help our partners get up and running quickly. So everything is covered in our onboarding process. You guys don't have to worry about it when it comes to sales, technical, marketing, just to ensure your success. At the end of the day, We're 100% channel focused, so we only make money when you guys make money. So it's our job to make sure you're successful. Walk before you run. Okay. Client single source expectation. So your client depends on you when on everything related to IT. If you're already managing their IT network, so and since voice and surveillance are the newest application on the network you already manage, you need to retain control of the network and be the one hand to hold. So and worry about who will sell them to your clients if you don't offer them that. So we we have quite a few partners that they signed on because they found that it's very essential for them to offer that in their stack of service because they lost client not only on the voice side but also they end up taking their IT business as well too. Real Canadian data sovereignty. So it's important to the government, health, legal, and accounting, and we are compliant for that. So please be careful when you select any vendor when it comes to that um, because of the Patriot Act. So make sure you have the right partner for that reason. We'll talk about the unified communication as a service and the hosted voice service. We'll provide you with the private white label cloud hosted PBX. It's branded client self-care. You can manage it from through a web portal from anywhere as long as you have internet access. Extensive telephony features. We have many features. I'm not going to go through all of them here, but most importantly, we are 100% redundant Canadian solution. Also, we have a contact center as a service. We provide that as well too. So you can design the wallboard and all the stuff. And especially nowadays, we're finding there's high demand for that as well too, just for the managers and the business owners. They would like to monitor and the performance of the employees that they're working remotely just to ensure everything is in order. It's a very powerful tool. Let's talk about these SIP trunks. We provide a SIP trunk, which is the next generation fancy phone lines. It's not high demand right now because people trying to work remotely, but we do also offer that service for an existing on-prem PBX, whether it's analog or digital or SIP. If it's analog and digital, we simply place a gateway in between to deliver the service. Talk about the Microsoft team, which is the buzzing word right now. It's growing like crazy, especially with the remote working right now. But Microsoft team is a very good application, but when it comes to voice, it still lacks some features, which is very important to some businesses. So we'll talk about those feature challenges. So basically, it is the hardest element of team deployment because the lack of the features, right? And again, the businesses are using it because of the collaboration, meetings, chat, document sharing, calendar, project, and so on and so forth. But when it comes to the phone, they think it will cause disruption in their business and change because they got used to the call flows that they have on their day-to-day PBX system. So many customers are deferring the deployment or maybe ignoring the voice part of it. The features that we talk about that the challenge, feature challenge that Microsoft has, we'll talk about this in a minute. So it's like reporting, dashboard analytics, call recording, mixed type of users. You don't have to have a users with all the features and pay $30-40 for it just because it's a courtesy phone that you need to place anywhere. Also, economical call planning. They're lacking friendly support by telephone and lacking the variety of desktop devices and tools and the extensive CRM integration, which we allow that to happen in our integration. So for that, we brought the connector. So Microsoft Team plus the United Cloud connector will give you the complete solution. And now the team user can enjoy the functionality and the features of our PBX platform. And you can, You can turn the Microsoft Team user to a call center agent if you would like through our integration. Talk about the video surveillance as a service. It's very easy to set up. By the way, the market is about $20 billion by 2024. So we encourage you to have share of that market as well too, because again, the cameras are a network device that also being controlled by your network. So might as well have share of that revenue. So it's easy to set up, very affordable, reliable off-site storage, view multiple site locations from one portal, and also we do notifications as well too. Talk about some sample case studies. Able Dental, two sites, 65 users, challenges. They were having quality issues with their current VoIP provider, Cable Co, and which resulted in outages over 24 hours each. Easy to use. They were looking for easy to use and manage application managed by their IT team. We switched them over in less than 24 hours, and the cable co had to waive 24K in contracts and termination fee for issues. They've been with us for 2 years plus, 100% uptime. All right. Again, just to show you the diversity of our multi-site tenant application, we got through, of course, everything is through a partner. A BC-based insurance client, one of our partners voted on board through their network. There are 47 sites, 700 plus users. They were looking for easy to install and manage. They were looking for a centralized reporting and elastic call capacity. We managed to give them more and through the partner, and they've been with us or on our platform 2 years plus, and 100% uptime. There's more, but I'm just gonna talk about the opportunities now for the UCaaS, especially now with the challenging times that we're having, and it's a very good time for you guys to have share in the UCaaS market as well too. We're 100% partner channel partner program. It means we focus on the partners, and the partners focus on helping the client. Some challenges and pain points. Are you tired of giving your clients away because you don't offer the service, or it's not cost effective or competitive enough? Limiting your revenue stream, adding new low commission, or maybe supporting a system that you don't control, training your team on a new product. You don't have to worry about any of that. Retain your share on the market, because our partner program gives you everything you need to sell, provision, manage, and support your own X as a service. So 100% partner focus and driven. United Cloud recognizes that partners and their customers are facing an immediate need to support remote workers with effective communications and productivity tools. So for that, we have the tools that needs to get your client up and running remotely. You don't have to worry about, this is new to my business. I don't usually do voice, or I do, but it's not as easy as it sounds. You don't have to worry about that, because we built the right product for you as a partner. It's a complete turnkey solution for you. And not only that is, your success is our success, as I mentioned. So we'll provide you with hands-on marketing support, hands-on sales support, and hands-on technical support. I'll go a little bit detail. So hands-on marketing support, we make it very simple for you to create a new opportunity. Basically, we provide you with the branded, co-branded marketing and white paper collaterals, and we give you the engine for that as well too. We'll provide you with the email marketing platform with 60 plus templates and growing, because we have a dedicated marketing team that will help you adding more marketing material materials to help you close few sales. Hands-on sales support. We make it very simple for you to close more deals. Our experts will help you sell and onboard any new accounts with you or for you. With you if you are an agent, for you if you are a reseller, white label. We can take our hat and we'll wear your hat and we'll become one of your sales engineers. Dedicated time to consult and plan with your own partner success manager that will be assigned to you. Hands-on technical support. We make it very simple for you to deploy and onboard new clients. It's a fully automated on-client onboarding process. It's easy, and once you see it, you know exactly what we're talking about. You can work directly with our knowledgeable team for troubleshooting and support. And most importantly is you deliver the services in minutes, not weeks. I repeat, in minutes, not weeks. You can, if you have any clients are facing any challenges right now, you can really give them the service working from home. Even though you're still doing the porting process, you can turn them live right away. You can make outbound calls, but for the inbound, we give a temp number that you can call forward the existing main number that they have to the temp number we gave you. So that way, all they start, receiving in and outbound calls while the porting is happening. Partner programs, we'll talk about the partner programs. Here we have two, we carry two programs, the private white label program and the Asian program. So to choose the right partner program model that best fit for your organization, if you are planning to bill or support your client, then the private white label is the right program for you. Otherwise, agent is the right program for you. The agents don't bill nor support. They can support on the IT side, but if you choose that program, anything phone related and configuration will be us doing that. I'll tell you a little bit what's the difference between. I'll talk about the both programs. So we'll talk first about the private white label program. The partner will close the sales cycle and get the contract signed. They own the customer relationship. How do they make money? They make money by determining the markup of the wholesale cost that we give them, but it's typically 30 to 55% depending on the deal, and it's 30 to 55% markup on their monthly gross profit. So startup fees will be customization fee for rebranding and marketing is $2,000. Branding, we provide them branded material with your logo to help you close the sale. You install the service or we'll help you with the deployment. Give you an example. Let's say you close the sale outside your sales, territory. Your company is, let's say, out west, and you close the sales out east or in the Pacific. We have partners like you can work with you to make the deployment on your behalf. You invoice the client, and you do tier 1 support, the front end support. We back you with tier 2, tier 3 support. Agent program. For the agents, they get same thing. They close the sales deal, the deal, and get the contract signed. We share the customer relationship with the partner. They make money by getting the incentive one time on month one, and then residual up to 20% on the MRR, which is the monthly recurring revenue. Startup fee, there's no startup fee for the agents, but it's minimal with NFR account with them. So basically, we advise you to use the system before you use it, so that way you can sell it better. Okay, so with branding, we provide United Cloud branded material to help you close the sale. You support your installation or we'll help you with the deployment, same thing as well too. we invoice the client and we provide tier one support. Okay, let me just show here. Okay, next. We'll provide you with the most advanced partner tool. So basically everything you need. You can do online certification training. You can do the quoting using our CRM tools as well too. You can order port numbers and do the line test from the client's network to ensure that it's capable to handle the simultaneous call paths. Email marketing software with 50 plus templates, on-demand branded marketing material. Again, you can do the support for installation, technical, and sales as well too. So the announcement here is for the COVID-19. United Cloud is contributing back new clients. Any new clients that you guys bring, they will receive 100% free services until September. Again, free 100% free services. So we're not charging for numbers, for lines, for features, for license, for nothing. So till September, we're waiving all the porting charges. We are waiving all the programming and remote configuration fees. We are waiving all the phone numbers and hosted PBX service charges, free conferences, and limited so you can have unlimited participants and call links. So I would strongly recommend that you guys send this out and try to help some businesses who are struggling with some financials and offer them the free service so they can continue some business, hopefully, when things go back to normal. And, anyway, hostess is going to be the new normal now and working remotely as well, too. So at least you'll win-win situation. You contribute to, keep the country safe and also help the business owners to save some money and help your business to grow as well too. So it's a win-win situation. Let's talk about the dashboard here. So this is for the partner portal. So we'll go quickly here because we're running out of time or to stay on time. And here you see the dashboard. So it show you the statistics about the geo-redundant applications that we have, the geo-redundant data centers that we have. In here we have Calgary, Ottawa, Vancouver, Montreal. To the right here, you will have the contact details. And also we'll push the partner news as well too. You will send it to your email by default, but you can also view it from here. You can check into get access to the knowledge base article from here, or start a chat with the technical team, and we'll turn it into a ticket to help us better track it and make sure our team got back to you the way they're supposed to, and provide you with the help needed. Next, I'll be talking about the quote, so you can basically send the quote in here. So I'm gonna go back in here. Let me just show you. Log in. So manage users. I'm gonna masquerade as a demo partner here and demo. So to generate the quotes is very easy. We have the quoting engine for you. It's plug and play basically, and you plug in the values and it does everything for you. So I'm just gonna show you how it will look like so you'll have an idea. So you open PDF, and this is also if you choose the white label, it's gonna be white labeled for you. So you have the logo here, your logo, your company here, business phone system, whether month to month or contract, it's up to you. We don't do any contracts or terms when you bring a client. So we also month to month, but if you chose to log the client for contract, you could do that. So it shows you the number of users, configuration programming, how many lines, and so on and so forth. I'm not gonna go in more details, but here you have the brochure, the phone picture of the phone, and with a link to the data sheet for that specific phone. So I'm gonna show you how it will look like as well too. So this is the phone, for example, in here. So it gives you all the details. So you got everything to send out to your clients from here. You don't need to worry about, hey, what should I add? Everything is we're trying our best to make it very efficient for you. We know how much time is valuable for you, and we'll go from there. So this is one forms here. You can do the forms for load it up. If you are ordering a new number or you are porting a new number, you can just submit your request here, and one of our team or the porting department team will get back to you on that. Also, you can do the SIP trunk, fax services, and so on. That second, we'll talk about the line test. Line test is a very powerful tool. You can run this test from within the uh, client's network that you're planning to deploy the phones at, and it will do auto select latency based on the pinging. If you look in here, so if ping it shows Calgary because obviously I'm in Calgary, I'm closer to the Calgary backbone, and I know the quality is good because the ping and the jitter is below the threshold recommended value. And now we are measuring the speed to determine the concurrent call. So we require about 110 kilobits per second for a full duplex conversation using the G711 codec. So if you divide the lowest speed, because we're looking for a symmetric, we always look at the lowest speed between the upload and download, divide this by 1.1, you'll get 291. And if you know the telco math, this could be 10% of the actual number of users, okay? Or could be 20, whatever it is. So you could say, that's like about 1,200 users you can handle from my location here. So you could see how easy to determine this. Now, it will also point out your ISP and then the public IP. The other cool tool that we have is the footprint, which is very powerful tool for the salespeople who intend to say yes to everything just to get the contract signed. But in here, we give them the tool to check first if we can port that number and offer, service in that. So I give you an example. So if we look for the rate center with the 552 MPA and X is okay. So oh, 52. So for this rate center, I know we can get a new DID, we can port the DID, but we cannot get a new SMS in here. So we can port an existing SMS number and we can do the portal fax. So that will give you an idea. So we'll talk about also the 911 registration, which is synced with the Northern 911 database. If you don't have address attached with the DID, you'll see the alerts here. And basically what you do is you edit and you add the information and then you submit it. It will go there, it's synced directly with the Northern 911 database, just in case, safety of the client is our priority, and also it will eliminate any liability down the road as well too. So you get alerted here, you get alerted on the actual portal, and so on. The other powerful tool that I would like to show you is the marketing engine that we have designed for the partners. We have a dedicated team on the marketing in the marketing department. Try to keep adding data sheets, brochures, um, templates here to help you reach out to the market. So I'll give you an example, insurance company. If you load this up here, this brochure will highlight the features that is very beneficial to the uh, insurance market. It's going to be branded with your logo, just like that. And the key features talks about the features that are most important to that vertical market, and so on and so forth. At the bottom, you'll have your contact information as well too, so if they need to reach out to you. You can download this as a low resolution and send it as a PDF in the email along with, let's say, your quote, or download high resolution if you want to print a hard copy and send you know, do it, hand it out in person. Uh, we also have different articles that talk about, for example, soft phone. Okay, so we'll talk about the soft phone in here. So you can send this to your client because they would like to use the soft phone to work remotely if they don't have any hardware right now. So convenient, easy to use, and it is SMS capable as well too. Okay, so much more, but I don't want to go through details more here because it's not a training session, it's just overview. Talk about the email campaign, which is another powerful tool as well. Is any article you could talk about here. So how to set up your business for remote work. You could load it up. This is emailing campaign engine in here. So you could see this is the article, the news with your logo in here. When you send it out to your client, it will be from your whatever URL and your email. You can send it to the um, list that you have, whether it's existing clients, which we strongly advise to send it to your existing clients to help first, and any or with a prospect as well too. If I'm interested in what I'm seeing in my email, then you'll get for example, the your logo here and your contact information here. They contact you, and now all of a sudden you become a sales taking sales orders as well too. So this is one way. Or the other way is to run the analytics. Okay. For example, um, I would like to know, I send a campaign, I would like to know how many click and how many opened and who did open more than one time and so on and so forth. So I send this, Rio open it 5 times. Maybe Rio is interested in something, you know. And maybe I should ask one of the guys here to follow up with Rio and see if he needs any help. So this is as far as it goes to the partner portal. I'm gonna show you now the voice platform here, and we'll look in this in more detail. So let me go manage domain. So, but I'm gonna expand this so you can see it, because some people they don't have big screen. So I'll try to make it as big as possible. So manage domain. So managing domain right now, domain is the XYZ plumbing, for example. So I'm gonna search, for example, about domains, and I will go with, for example, I will choose United Cloud. Okay. So looking at the domain here, I see there's 2 active calls. One of them is external. So we measure whatever is internal, okay, and whatever external, because we'll talk about the 2 plans that we support, which is going to be very interesting here. And I will show you how we can be very competitive in the market against anybody. When I say anybody, I mean anybody, not only with features but with the pricing. Um, so basic information here. You put the name. I'm talking about unitedcloud.ca, the office, right? So not the platform and the infrastructure. So this office has 26 users with how many phones I will show you. But so you talk about XYZ plumbing, description XYZ plumbing. This is a URL for unique name. So no, okay. And after that, you put the default. So the permission, time zone, you can override any of this because we are multi-site tenant. You can do it based on the site and all based on the user. Because if you have users that they work from different geographic location, you can adjust as well too. And you could see here we have caller ID that shows up when the call comes in by default, and it is registered with 911. Preferred server location, it was selected Calgary because our testing device said so. Limitation. This is what I would like to have, some of your attention. United Cloud supports 2 plans here. One, we call it the unlimited, basically all you can eat, unlimited Canada and USA, and no busy signals. So you can call Canada and USA unlimited, except the Northwest territories, right? So, and when it comes to the no channel capacity, zero busy signal, meaning, let's say you got a client with 5 users and you put them on the unlimited. Perfect. So that user is $35 per user. Then let's say you put them up and they have 5 people on the call talking to 5 clients. And all of a sudden another client call and on and so forth. Let's say they have 5 live calls with the clients and then 5 calls again at the same time. They will never get a busy signal. So capacity is not an issue. This is ideal for low number of seats, right? Because the pricing, when it comes to the price, Some people they want that capacity and they don't care if it's 15 or 20, but in an average, I see it around 5 to 10, basically. After that, it becomes not competitive. So, to give you an example, let's go with the 200 users. If you have 200 users at $35 a user, that's 70 grand. So, right off the bat, you lost the deal right there because you're not competitive. If you've done this before, you'll know now. Does every user would need a channel to be at the same time? Not really, because what are the chances of everybody on the phone at the same time? It's like maybe almost nothing, never, right? So from our survey and our experience, you can go anywhere between 10 to 20%, sometimes 30%, depending on the business. So let's go with the 20%. So 20% of these 200 users, it means 40 channels could be enough. So we give you that option. Now you can choose, for example, I'm just going to make it easy here. You go to the 200 users, for example, and then those 200 users, you're going to assign extend a call limit to be 40. Now you became more competitive. Why? Because the user is cheaper right now. It's $10 and the channels are 20 bucks. So 200 times $10 a user, because that user only extension to extension, right? And then that's 2000, and then 40 times the $20 is 800. So 2800 total versus the 2000 from the unlimited. Now you know the price came down very quickly below, way below the half or 50%. Now, if you do the math, it will be $14 per user, and that's retail pricing. So $14 with all the features. Now guys, that you guys have a chance to make a bid on any opportunity. So we'll go dive into the platform quickly here. I know Alan is keeping more, ensuring that I stay on time. So let's go into the okay. Okay, just logging in. Give me a second. So diving into the account here. So this is where the client PBX looks like. Okay, I'm looking at the call. I have current active calls right now. It's internal because of the calls happening between my extension to the conference bridge. If I'm looking at to the right here, I could see how many users, how many devices, total devices, auto attendant, because every user can have more than one device. I have Office at home, Office at work, my mobile phone, my soft phone, my web phone, so on and so forth. Usage statistics, it gives you all the statistics in here, how many calls done today and how many minutes. But this is a very powerful, statistics here. What's the peak active calls so far this month? So the client had 10 channels, 10 simultaneous calls in the external side, not internal, external. So if you assign 40 channels and it's hitting the 40, now you know the client is getting busy signal. So it's time to upsell them or send one of your sales guys to make sure that they increase that so they won't lose any calls. Otherwise, so we'll give you visibility, and also our system will send you alert as a partner, and we'll tell you which account that hitting maximum. So we'll send you a report with that, and you can adjust here the peak active call, or you can look at the call volume or the total minutes, and it's very dynamic. You can choose it in any way, in any details you would like to send it. So from here, if you're authorized to listen to the call, you could do that. But let's show you how easy to add the user. Adding a user is very simple. Again, I'm just gonna show you the overview, the flexibility, and how intuitive is our platform and GUI interface. And once once you guys onboarded, you get more one-on-one team that will help you with the showing you this in depth further. Okay, we'll put Rio, first name, last name, Harb, extension 209. Department could be business development, site Calgary, email address for voicemail to email or voicemail transcription. or a system alert messages, it comes through it. You can add multiple emails as well too if you want the receptionist to have a copy as well too. So here for the user scopes, we have 4 levels, 5 levels. We have no portal, so they don't access to the portal, have access to the portal, or maybe basic user. After that, we'll go call center agents. So call center agents, it's more, you pay more per license per agent because for extensive reporting and other stuff as well too. Um, so, call center supervisor also, what shall we call it? The call center supervisor also controls the agents in here to do statistics, move them between department to department or queue to queue, and so on and so forth. Office manager is the person who's controlling all that stuff. You don't need to worry about the password because everything is done automated when you send the welcome email to the user. So let's say I created a user, his name is Rio Harb. It gets populated or doing 209. Well, if I know his extension number. So Rio Harb, extension 209 business development. So you could see the site and the department as well too. So let's say English is the language here. Time zone is Canadian Mountain Time. But let's say Rio works out of the site. It could be uh, Montreal, and he speaks French, and it's Canadian Eastern Time. The minute, so it's a multi-site tenant. So, and then you click save, the whole interface changes and to the desired language. Okay, so just giving you the diversity of the platform. And here you can override the dot permission, maybe only allow them to do extension to extension or 911 or just North America or international or deny everything. So just for whatever reason. So to go deeper a little bit in here, so we'll talk about the answering rules. This is where you can configure what if, right? So, and when the call comes to the extension, you can do do not disturb or call screen the call. But my favorite is when offline. So when offline means I can't see that device registered for many reasons. It could be unplugged, or it could be bad cabling, or it could be network congestion, whatever it is, or maybe there's no internet or no power. Then send the call to my cell phone or to John Doe's cell phone, for example. You could do anything, with that as well too. So that way you'll never miss a call. And as a caller, I don't know how you answer the phone. I know the phone got answered the way it's supposed to get answered, right? Otherwise, if it is registered, do sim ring. So call all my users' phones, call my home office, call my work office, you know. And if I don't answer after 3 rings, which is 10 seconds, send it to my mobile phone. So that way I never miss a call. You can toss the call and do whatever you want to do. So, but I'm just giving you the dynamic. Um, here, so I will go next to show you the voicemail. Easy to configure. You just add, upload messages, and do so on and so forth. When also you can do send the email with notification. So I'll send the email with the voicemail wave file, and also if you allow transcription, it will get it transcribed. So you can see the transcription and also option to hear the wave file. Phones, which is very important right now. So what we've done is we made the zero touch provisioning and automation process. So you can get the phone, drop ship it at the client side the minute you select the phone model. So we support Cisco, Grandstream, HTEC, Polycom, Snom, VTech, Yealink, and we keep adding whatever. So, but those phones are supported with the BLF as well to button builder as well to control the programmable keys and zero touch. So if I select, let's say, Yealink T56 and I put the MAC address, the minute I plug in that phone for the first time, it knows it belongs to XYZ Plumbing, okay? Or in this case, United Cloud to Rio Harb extension 209M, okay? And then with this MAC address, you can click save and the phone gets provisioned and you don't need to do anything else. This is one way. So this is one way if you had a hard disk phone. And the other one is you have the soft phone. So soft phone, you can get it from here. So whether it's Android or iOS, you can get it from the Google Play or the Apple Store. You can use the username that you have the web portal, which you set up the password when you get the welcome email. The other one is web phone. You don't have to worry about the operating system or the version, whatever it is, as long as it's a WebRTC supported. We recommend using Chrome with it. So it's not registered here because I didn't open it yet, but let me show you quickly here. So the web phone here, once I open it, so it's gonna open up, and here it's like you can do whatever you like. So you could see the instant messaging between your team on who's available on phone or not, or SMS. I know Alan is available via phone, but for some reason he's not logged in into the chat. So meaning that he's not logged in at all. But his phone, he has a hard disk and it's showing there. Stephen is available for SMS and instant messaging and that one. So from here, all what you need is the Bluetooth, and you're good to go. So, okay, okay, I got Aaron saying hi. Uh, for example, so I said hello back to him. Okay, so let's look into, so this is internal. 223 is an extension of one of your workmate that will do that, but we can do also SMS. So those are directly numbered because one of the numbers that I have is SMS. Or you can make a phone call from here directly from this. So it's very easy to use, very dynamic, and you can have full control. The same application feature, it's also available on the soft phone, but it's not as big because you have the screen of the phone. You need to click tabs to get to the text message or to phone dialer or whatever. So if I go back in here and I hit refresh in here, so if you hit refresh, I will see the web phone it's gonna get right now. It's got registered because I opened it and I got registered. So once you've done all the settings, um, and then you go in advanced, for example, and hit send welcome email. But let me show you the other feature that we have here, which is really, really important as a partner and easy to manage. Okay, so look, let's say I want to control that phone and change the speed dials and all that stuff. Instead of sending somebody over to manually do the configuration, I could do that remotely within seconds. So I want to assign this call to be, maybe I want to do it, whatever. We have all the features here, whether it's line appearance, user BLF, and so on and so forth. But I'm gonna do enter a number 416-555-1212, and I click here John Doe. Okay, for example. So if I do here and then I click save, so you can save it in two ways. If you making a large deployment, if you have a large deployment to do, you can save this as a template and call it for the other devices, or maybe just for this phone, you can save and resync. And if you have any site card as a receptionist, you can control that as well too, based on the site card model or the phone type. You can do templates for, and you can do the directory as well too in here. So very quick, very easy time frame. We'll go through it quickly here. So I have, you can change the time in here, an auto attendant. Um, you can, for example, click on auto attendant. I'm going to show you this quickly to show you how diverse this is. So you click on choose an application. So usually there's no keys assigned to the auto attendant. You give it a name, an extension, and you upload your greeting, whether it's done professionally recorded, you just upload it, or maybe you can record it through any device that you would like through a phone or cell phone or land phone or speaker and save it as a PDF, as a WAV or MP3. We support both extensions. So press 1 to send it, or press 5. You can send it to a user, conference, call queue, directory, voicemail, voicemail management, external number, or you can play a message, or maybe another key for French, like in this case here. And you do the same thing all over again. Quickly, I'm going to show you the queue here. If you have any questions, I'm running through quickly here just to the end. You can click on, for example, let's say support queue. I'm gonna show you how quickly this is. So support queue, we support. You give a name, extension. If you have a department and different sites, you could select that as well too. We support round robin, ring all, linear hand, linear cascade. Those are the DIDs. If any of their DIDs have SMS capability, then you can use the SMS queuing, which I'll show you in a minute. You can record the calls. Any calls get answered will get recorded, and you can do the statistics to monitor the performance of the agents. You can set it up in any way you want. Does it require an agent? Yes, no, then do this. But we also do the callback. And you can do when the call is in the queue, if there's a ring timeout, and you can change all that as well too. We can support all the information and show you how it really works. But again, now it's an overview. So the SMS in here, if there's somebody send SMS to the support, they will sit in the queue waiting one for the agents that to grab it. But you can also trigger the initiation keywords in here that will trigger the message related to that keyword, and you can preset it all in here. Boom. The other thing is to show you the inventory. Inventory is where you have the phone numbers, and you can control the phone numbers, whether you want to send it. So I want this number to be send it to a user conference call queue, whatever. Otherwise, you could do time of the day routing, based on Calgary hours, for example. I want to add this. So when the call comes during Calgary hours, I want to send it to auto attendant, for example, and so on and so forth. So the other cool feature here, looking at the call history, but while I'm looking at the call history, let me show you the attendant console. So usually you have a call in here, a receptionist or anybody with a touch screen moving around, doing whatever, you can transfer the call. Hey, I would like to speak to Mark. Oh, Mark is on the phone. Would you like me to send it to voicemail or transfer you anywhere? Maybe Mark is expecting my call, and then I'll say transfer it. Or even better, you can park the call and page Mark. Or I can put it in the call queue because Mark is in the support and ask the call to go to support. So you can put it as support queue. So it's very dynamic, easy to use, and do all that stuff. Get one step here. So looking at the call history here, if the call is recorded, you can listen to it by clicking here, and you can listen, or you can download it. But it gets even better. You can see the quality of the call by viewing the scores here for the MOS, jitter, loss, and what codec is being used. Okay. If you want to dig deeper more, you can do a trace, and not only a trace if you know how to read the SIP packets, but you also can do a trace that give you the detail of each call leg. Okay, so you could see that. Okay, I think this is good enough here because Alan is want me to go through the pricing. So let's go through the pricing in here. So plans on pricing, we'll go quickly here. So United Cloud carries on two plans. One is unlimited and one unsquared. So the unlimited plan is ideal for a low number of users for when it comes to the pricing model, but it's a good plan because no capacity issue. So the unlimited hosted seat PBX is $30 to $35 per user per month. Right here, I'll be talking only about the MSRP because the agent will follow the MSRP pricing and get commission. The reseller will have the pricing in here as well too. So I don't need, you can see it for whatever program. And some of the pricing on the reseller prices will go down based on the accumulated number of seats or volume. So if you add a user in here, let's say you add 10 users times $35, and maybe 2 users of these would like to have the call center functionality, then you can add 2 times 15 to the 10 times 35. The IDs are 270 per DID per month. The toll free is $1.95 per DID per month plus 2.8 cents per minute. Auto attendant will include 3 open, close, and holidays. Additional will be $10. Conference is not a standalone service. It's a value add. So $10 for 10 participants, but if they also the number of participants is associated with the number of users slash channel capacity. So you cannot have one user and you want unlimited channels. And we do the voicemail transcription. It's a value add $1 per mailbox. SMS, it's $2 per number. I think it's about 200 messages. One-time activation and configuration is $50 just to set up the domain and have everything done. The reseller will only pay $10 because they're doing the configuration. They only pay us for the activation. So again, this is ideal for if you do the 200 times $35 for the example that we talk, it's 70 grand. That's why we came up with the unsquare plan because not every user would like to have a channel or can, necessarily to have a channel if you use the ratio 20%. So the user here is $10, but that the user cannot make external calls, whether it's inbound or outbound. Thus, you need a channel to do this. So this user only can make extension to extension. So 200 times 10 is 2,000, and we said 40 is sufficient. It could be 30 or 15 channels. So that's $600 plus 20, 2,000. That will be 2,600 versus the 7 grand. So the user here in this example, if you have a 15 channels is sufficient, if 30 channels is sufficient, then it will be about $13 per user. The rest of the stuff is the same. SIP trunk, we do the $20 per SIP trunk, includes Canadian long distance and unlimited Canada-wise, basically unlimited in and out with caller ID and caller name display. We also have the SIP Flex, which is unlimited inbound, but limited or metered outbound. So unlimited all is unlimited when the inbound comes, and we charge per minute on the outbound. Fax, we have three products. If it's below 200 pages and it's in and out, we have one product is in our platform that for the voice, you can use it. Otherwise, if you're looking for more than 200, a more sophisticated one, it's 500. And we also have the ATA that supports their existing fax machine. Agents or private white label. So if you're planning to bill or support your client, the private white label is the right program. Otherwise, you choose the agent. Again, we talk about the difference here, but for the agents, I'm going to be talking about the commission. And for the white label, I'm just going to talk about the option of the payment. Service pricing. So you always check through the conduit for the pricing, but also you could talk to your partner success manager if you have any deal or if you're looking for something in more details. Talking about the one-time commission for the agents. So, we have either you could do month to month or you can contract them for terms. If you do month to month, it's 10% for the one upfront, okay, and 100% for the MRR on the month in the recurring charges. So if you do 2 years, you multiply this by 1.5, which is 15% and 150 on the MRR. After that, residual commission. So that's the incentive. The first one is the incentive one time, and the second one is ongoing. It's going to go 10% for month to month or 15% on the MRR for 2 years. But you're going to say, Rio, but you set up to 20. Where's the other 5? Exactly. Because we have the accelerated commission. Initially, if you below 7,500 in total volume that you brought from your customer base, then you get standard, which is 10 to 15 based on the contract. Otherwise, if you got 2 years client and you reach the 75 plus or 1 plus, right? Then you add this 3% to the 15 and it keeps increment to get to the 20%. As a partner, we'll provide you with the not for resale demonstration account. The intention here is to help you understand the system so you can set it better. So we give you 100% no charge for unlimited hosted seat for 90 days, okay, up to 10 seats. So basically, the $35 unlimited seat that we have as a MSRP, you're yours for $10. If you don't let's say free for the 90 days, After that will be $10, but there's an option if you bring about 35 seats in the billable MR, you can continue to use those 10 users for free for the life of the term. Otherwise, if you have more than 10 seats or you don't meet the 35 seats in there, we don't see a reason why not, because every partner we bring in, they exceed that in the first 2 weeks. Um, then it will be $10 per month. So again, that's retail at $35. We give it to the partner for $10 to help you understand the system and utilize it yourself. So we'll go to the reseller. Reseller is a quick. We'll talk about two options for the $2,000. Option one is to pay it upfront with 100% refund option. The refund comes is when you as a partner you achieved $1,000 in recurring monthly revenue, then we can wait within 6 months. Then we can waive this for you. Okay. Otherwise, we give you option two, which is payment terms, which you can pay $200 for 12 months with an early termination fee, termination of the fee option, but no refund. What I mean by that is, let's say on month one you pay 200, month two you pay 200, but on month three you manage to achieve the 1,000, then we can terminate the rest of the payment and you don't pay us the rest of the 2,400. With that, I'm sorry if we gone 4 minutes above time, but I'll pass it back to Alan for basically for any questions, and we'll do our best to answer them.